everything was going wrong for them.
Pretty much the same pistol round. And here's that TP.
And here it is, an adjustment already. John dominates the angle and the smoke on top of it. The anchoring is tested. But it's Zelsis and John side by side, shoulder to shoulder, make short work of Team Liquid.
It is crazy for Team Liquid to try to run the Mako double TP.
Same play.
The exact same play. You know that Sen have looked at that in the VOD review and gone, well, we're never going to let that happen to us again.
Yeah. Team Liquid going back to the old walkabouts, but Nats is cleaned up momentarily, and it leaves it just a Paddy Tech in a 1v4. An open side over towards A, might be able to get a plan, but
possibly
past that point.
Seen magic from him before at international events on this map. Pulling out low HP, insane clutches. This one, though, I think is stretched too far as soon as the door opens as well. They even have a flash to try to slow him down. It's going to be difficult for Paddy to do anything other than just get the plant here and get some extra money for the team.
He's going for it, he's trying to force the fight nice and early here, and Zekken does want to square up, takes his head clean off. That's Sentinels of a strong beginning here, essentially. Taking control of all the extremities and the lanes here. Paddy wants to try and take a fight. Tango up top, but no Snakebite pushing them back. And a little bit of unawareness there. John getting caught lacking. Lance down. Sentinels are going to try and do this one with a bit of discipline. Cleanly at that. Damage is done to a variety of them, but that's just taking back and control of Heaven. Perched up, and he's now got the Bulldog in their hands along with that Outlaw. Difficult spot, though, still for Team Liquid themselves. They need kills. They're leaving it just to Nats in a 1v2. That's a safe defuse from the rate. He knows he's got that peace of mind. 5 players surviving, holding their ground for now, but now again, okay, so a bit more proactivity from Sentinels.
Nats could find the timing on the lurk. He's realized there's no thorns here, obviously no wall as well. No vice wall, I suppose I should say. And he's taken deep information. Sen know that this is a possibility, but do they think about Nats being quite this deep?
Being very cautious themselves. A lot of contact plays. Make sure that they can hold all the angles. Adjusting to the side of the smoke and bang. Sniffs that something's up. Can tell that there's something odd about this situation. They know that Heaven's not going to be cleared out. Send themselves grouping up now for the retake. Now, it's explosive at that. Team Liquid looking to try and dominate this one angle up through Heaven as well. They can take away this space. It makes it that much harder, but Sentinels just paving away across the site. They've managed to get themselves access to it, and Kiko just dropped onto 10 HP in a Dream, yet still, dreams might be made manifest, not quite. Confusion there. Here, Team Liquid. Don't want to give up any sort of space whatsoever. Look at that, Norofep reveals all Zekken. Just lit up, and now rolling thunder right into Spawn. Try and hold your ground down, but stunned up once more. Camo is taking liberties and taking names. Thorns have popped off a little bit prior, and Nats is going walkabouts. This guy, oh my. Happy to find the gaps in the defensive plays by Sen.
Oh my god, and they're going for the contact walk through waterfalls. Elsis has no idea.
He's
about to get
a clue!
That's masterful calling from Nats.
And this is what they do best, Team Liquid. Putting a squeeze onto you now as well. So many unknowns circulating around Sentinels' minds. The plan's down, still no one's ready for the Heaven Peak himself. Bang! Straight back at you. Now disadvantage to Team Liquid.
One enemy remaining.
Backs to Zekken, Nats left alone. With only 33 health to do it in a 1v2, there's a nade to dodge, and Duke 1 HP can find a fair fight.
What a hero Bang is there. Gets the 2 kills that open up the round completely and allow Zekken to get the timing and finish the round out. But it's Bang put in a tough spot, delivering exactly when his team needs it to put Sentinels ahead. That round, from a macro perspective, was all Team Liquid. I guess apart from the rubble fight at the beginning, because that really was Zekken being able to get the better end over Camo, set them up in a nice defensive position. But after that, you saw Nats mid-rounding beautifully. And it felt like it was Liquid's to win. Sentinels still have 5 ultimates. Huge benefit that they didn't actually even have to use any there.
Saving them for a rainy day, apparently.
Might be raining right about now.
Yeah, it's a lot of presents. Team Liquid grouped up here. No pushback, not from Sentinels. They're happy to play this one a bit more passively with this Nightfall. It's primed and ready. Paranoia at that, but who's going to be playing off of this? That's my question. Nightfall coming through as well. There's a drone in the face, though. You're suppressed up. And still Decay, maybe kicking in on top of it. It's a showstopper. Where the hell are you sending that one to? The moon? Paddy, he's got 2. And tipped out of the rifles. Kiko Kamek making short work of these Sentinels players. Celsius 1v3. He's had a difficult time of things recently. Trying to anchor, play this vice position and roll. Ups and downs in terms of his performance, but now he's left to do it all. Discipline, name of the game here for Liquid. Look at him. Not going to give him absolutely anything here. Paranoias.
He's going to
ult. Waited. There's a steel guard and committed, but a salvers in your face. There's a flash in your face. Kitchen sink's going to be coming next. Best of luck to you. Because again, no open fight, Team Liquid. There's no mistakes here with the way that they're playing. Double face up into heaven. All grouped up. They don't really have any map control here. They wanted the pivot, but they're going to go for the re-clear themselves. Aftershock salvos up and around. There's a smoke into the face of Zekany. Spamming, spraying, praying. With the Sentinels, no one's hearing them. Still 3 versus 3. The TP up into the spawn. What the hell's occurring here, Kiko?
Oh, this is wild. Is he looking to try to get a timing on John? Is he just trying to pull players towards him?
John's only got a judge, just sat down into the pit.
I mean, you say only got a judge. I wouldn't want to walk in there.
Very true, but
they're going to try to pinch by the look of things. Kiko's calling the rest of his team back over to this pit.
40 seconds.
They still have drone to work with. They have drone. The drone can inform a stun from Patty. And Kiko,
just going for it.
I don't really like going for it before the rest of the team's in position to help.
30 seconds left.
Sentinels are so split up there.
This is so slow from Liquid.
Yeah.
Tally-ho in mound, guys. You got to go forwards.
Might be going right into the maw. John QT, Judge in hand, salvos, a misstep, a gap, but they're spamming it. Almost the expectation of it. Only 13 seconds left. They're going to try and get themselves into this. Highlighted and turned into paste. In time, and the Armageddon's going to be clearing them all the way out. Celsius, he can't even escape it. Not the ire of it. And the advantage now lies into the hands of Team Liquid. One player up, forward into the position, Satchel up on top. A high ground perch, potentially to play around here and still unable to win these fights out. It's Nats and Kiko, full control, and Bang's left alone to pick up those pieces in a 1v3, and that discipline shines through once more. You can see it. Smoke into the face though, disrupts the play. And still no swing from Paddy, he's waiting for it, but straight through the smoke. Safe hands from the IGL.
Setup as before.
Line stun connected onto him, I think, actually, and Cowan's going to be falling. Defense was necessary from the rate. Protects his teammate's life.
But it's another good call from Nats. They put a load of pressure over towards A and just walk in B. They're not going to think about this time.
Well, John, he's got his crosshair trained on it. Yeah, expecting it. At this point, Team Liquid, you know that they end up trending into that. When the going gets rough for them, a lot of walking around, but they at least have a plant down onto the B side. But these retakes from Sen, in particular, have been pretty nice in Sublime. We're seeing it at the Nightfall. He's going to set the stage and a bit of spam as well. Augments this push coming through. The Horn just cannot be dealt with. It's all on the shoulders of Nats. Too much to overcome there. So 7-5 is a finish for this first half. Sentinels, the question is, gate crash. Instant reposition here by Camo. Seem to have realized at least that this is going to be leaning over towards it, especially now with the drone being utilized. So getting a bit of a move on. Rapid approach up through the top. But there's a gap into the side of the smoke, and Kamek head clean off. Plant now down. Nothing to dissuade this one. Nothing to push this one back, and Camo even traded into the process.
Good trading, good teamwork from Sen. And the Thorns are very difficult to get through.
The jump spotting here. Sen have got full control over towards Heaven. Essentially the entirety of the site. Fault line's a good connection though. Hold on. Paddy swinging wide. Nats found his own! And they have gotten away with murder! Essentially, all the setup's going to be going down. Camo, blind as anything. Snakebite at your feet, flashes around, a Horn too much to deal with here, but he has been lit up, and there it is, swarming into the positions. Everything accounted for. Wonderful salvage of the operation here from Sentinels.
Straight onto the clone.
Yeah, take that. Cover going out. Kiko's got to do it all with a ghost in hand. Don't think you're going to be finding same missteps from Sentinels into their post plan. In fact, very much willing to give up a lot of this space here. The Caesar's going to be missing. Dodging, juking. All eyes on Kiko. Too many players to really try and take down. So
it's going to be super difficult for Team Liquid to hold on. They want to fight forwards before Zekken can get in position.
High low potential. I mean, just spotting out wide. Flash is dealt with as well. Camo Oh my, he's doing it all. Still, showstopper in the hands of second, but he's cleaned up. Tried to sit nice and pretty into the cage. You can't escape the eye of Nats, and that neural theft is going to be pointing it all out.
The spike is committed. Sen have to go for this. Does Nats even realize?
Didn't even connect. What a shot! Bang to be the savior at that spot. Picks up the spike. 40 seconds left to play with. Kamek is left reeling.
It's a 1v2 where Kamek does not have very good information. And John, if he gets the plant, can play around the Viper's pit. It's a bit of a weird spot. Like, you don't know whether you necessarily want to commit the ultimate. The Sentinel taking a risk here, just because of the time they have to run into A. You can't clear all of these angles. If Kamek was tucked in some corner and a gamble correctly on the A site, maybe this could all be over.
I mean, they're very lucky here at this point. There's going to be, what, like 10 seconds left? There was Salvos in the back pocket of Kamek. If he was here, could have just single-handedly won the round out, but wait a minute. Hold on. Is that going to be a kill confirmed? Not quite. A little bit too slow when Kamek was that far away, and the pit's even just being used to try and secure this round, but Kamek's all the way up into their faces. Decay damage kicking in, but he needs to isolate these fights, and he just can't. He's solo pushing up here.
Yeah, but at least he's the Omen that can teleport away.
Wait a minute. He's the breach! And well, listen, opening kill for them. He spotted out the information. The Steel Garden's even keeping a couple of these Liquid players tethered to the spot. It's a mad dash, though. Running around, and a lot of chaos being sewn into the mix here by Sen, with the door opened wide, making it feel like it's A, it's C, they don't really know. It's twists and turns into the round, and Camo is forced to offload this ult just to get the information. And now it's all going to be revealed as well, made to look like a fool. Still, setup is here. It's playing off the side anyway. Salvo's up and through. No one to play off this one. Primed and ready are Sentinels for any sort of attempt at a flood attempt, but actually, as I say that, they just leave a massive gap into the back still. Doesn't matter. All the players are Liquid toppling in the end. Decent show of things from Nats, but nevertheless here, Sentinels, 13-7 finish on Lotus. We needed to see the step up. I think we at least got a glimpse of it.
And I said they were going to do that. Actually, they're contacting down here.
Sit up, man, and blood is going to be pouring and taken. Sen managed to salvage it ever so slightly, just stopping it, but still, Panitek is hard committed into the corner, and look at that, head on a swivel, there is that defense in order. And return of the fire there by Team Liquid. And here,
John's 2 away from having his ult online. He could be the player to go and try to hunt for a kill or something.
Celsius. Oh, flash into his face, luckily. Anti-flash positions played.
It's really nice positioning actually from Celsius. You're anticipating them going aggressive through that smoke. And so he's trying to tuck close to it.
Yeah.
If they're ready for what Team Liquid are throwing at them.
To it though, and Sentinel's not slowing down whatsoever, are they? Thrown to lead the way, up top, Blade Storm in hand, Zekken slices and dices, but finally gets his target. Drops him down, 70 HP left, Paranoia connects, but a lot to deal with here. Wait a second, still the open box with a cloudburst into the back. That signifies absolutely everything. Return of the fire, Paddy's there. Equivalent exchange, but still with that player disadvantage for Liquid. John with the plan, he's alone onto the site here, giving it up almost entirely. Just the Sentinels playing off. John's got to be a bit of bait for them. Maybe if he can pull out some of that util from Liquid. Good anchor smoke as well for him to play around, but Nats is fully aware of this one, and with the shorty, yep, skipping a hop. Straight into his face, still. Only 2 players left alive now, and Team Liquid have got a lot to do. They're up left again, revealing positions, but everybody dropping, and speaking of dropping, Nats with a perfect lineup! The damage done! Softened up the rate!
Inside vents basically every round.
Chance for a fight. It's Kamek and the rate, they spot each other out here.
They're very solo, Sentinels.
Yeah, the danger zone here is individualistic. Updraft the movement. Second barely alive. Shredded to pieces in the process. At least he didn't give up the kill, and now putting the squeeze onto these B players. But as you said, it's individualistic and a little bit uncertain from Sentinel. Paranoia sweeps forwards. Nade is going to be rebounding. Ult popped off, but well, the gun just wasn't out. Couldn't have anything to play around here, and Camo, he's on a bit of an island. Doesn't really know where these players might be. Still damage done. The rate from the side. That's a bullet to the temple of Camo.
Kamek's on the flank though. He's coming around deep from B main. I don't think they're thinking about it yet.
Sentinels, they made the call though to flip the site entirely, so they might not even have to worry about this one. They can try and force that fight out, and now they're going to be aware of it. paid the price in blood with Bang going down, jumping through. And again, well, Utah was just pulled out there, so it's an instant trade-off. The Raid wins his. The most important fight that he could possibly do. 6 bullets left, and the dad is dealt with. They know where the last player is. It's planted for him on top of it. Kamek, defuse, sticking. Half! And the head just broken up. It's enough for no. Through heaven as well, there will be no swing occurring. What just happened? How has that happened? What just occurred? Team Liquid gifted a lifeline, but Sentinels trying to batter their way back into the round.
You can't win a round where 2 of your players jump
Gotta
off the
see a
cliff.
replay after that, but still, they're fighting tooth and nail. They don't want to give this one up. What a blunder, or possibly an outplay. Yet to be seen, but the round has been slowed down all the way through.
It's got to have been a blunder. They must have body blocked each other in. They must have body blocked each other in midair. There was no assist. There's no trip there. There's no bullet tag. I think that's just a straight up beef.
Mad dash here from Zelsis. Trouble is, Nat's full setup, still active, still alive. And a double push down mid. John might not be long for this world. He's making all the noise into the world and they're creeping forwards. Can't even isolate a fight. Leaves it to the 1v3. Zelsis has been tested. Pushed in positions before, but winning clutches. The past has been a rarity for him, but he needs to isolate at least one of these fights. Team Liquid are not giving him anything. Cam was still up, getting that info, and yeah, instantaneous is the trade. Reciprocated. And I gotta see that replay, man.
Yeah, we've got to see what happened
I gotta
there.
see as well, the dash. Oh, he's just trying to find usage out of it. I mean, Zekin's being forced into the fight once more, out through into main. Kamek, not expecting that from the side. Oh my. It's odds and ends. It's scraps from Sentinels that they managed to bring into this one.
And it's a great teleport from the Raid. Deep onto default, getting himself into a position to use the judge. They've salvaged this.
They have, certainly. Still, Ray hasn't found a rifle into the process here. He's got a judge out back. Heaven's not watched for. Yeah, he has to just jump out wide. No one was watching his back. I felt like he was forced to make a fight! You cannot drop the ball like this. Nats, defuse, sticking, smoke in his face. He's got that safety here. Right clicks with the classic, but Arm's been hurt. 5 bullets left. Bang! Over towards the B side, getting that plant down. No pushback. And another player themselves, Team Liquid, they understand the necessity of risks. You're a player down. They'll try and take the fight up close and personal. Camo, he's got the one, dash forwards and back and around. Camo, too much to overcome. It's nice in the micro. Sen getting a bit of a move on. 2 left to stand. Kamek, Kiko. What can you do from this spot? Finding your ones. Tapping away with a ghost in hand. This is it. Discipline and aim at its core. But it leaves it down to that 1v1. John QT, just 10 HP to work with. Kiko, jump spot. Shot doesn't land as well. It's an impossibility. And Kiko somehow now making their way over towards B. Team Liquid hoping that they've pulled players from Sentinels that they can anchor over. Maybe make the B side a little bit more weaker. It's a lot of util as well. Yet to be expended, and now, okay, trying to send it, but right into the bullets. And the open arms here of Zekin still. It's exchanged. Good return of the fire there by Nats. Instant TP though. Let's see if they can see this fight occurring. Nats is the one who's trying to take point and contact right into the fight once more. Spraying it down. John! My God, man! Still. Tries to retreat, tries to escape, and Zelsis just walking straight back in. Picks off Kiko. Kamek once more left in an almost impossible scenario. And impossible is where it will stay.
Dead even that round though, up until Zelsis was able to get the win against Kiko. That's a massively important duel that you would honestly...
Here it is, TP's off and around to the side here. Bang! There's the challenge, flashing up and over. There's a dart on top of it. It's too much to overcome here. Players weren't in position, as you mentioned. Sentinels were anticipating a mid-play. Slowed down a bit now, though. Zekin with the operator in hands. It's going to be awkward to try and play this retake, unless he's gifted one, which he is. The deep peek by Kiko does not come up with anything at all. Team Liquid, it's an aggro hold out towards the back. And God damn, man, I mean, Zekin, he's not slowing down. Alongside his team, The blades whistled away. Kamek with a chance, potentially to contain. That is unbelievable.
Still pretty much in control of the half. And their ideas worked. They read the fact that Nats was going to go for the lurk play. Here, do they read this?
Oh my, the dart reveals it. Kiko steps forwards. It's coverage. And equalized, at least by Zelsis up and over the shoulder, but you've removed Zekken from mid. Leaves a massive hole in the defense. Ascend, they are seeking to reclaim a bit of information, a bit of space, going to be gathered, at least with the drone being broken. And the rate, time to shine, son! Armageddon is the cherry on top. Not quite necessary, but listen, that was primed and ready before he got the three-piece.
And they did just lose a 1v4.
Surely.
Then there's nobody looking. He is not looking this direction.
Camo, snappy. Good adjustment with the spray, but now he's revealed his hand and the position at that narrate. Backing himself around here to pull and a flash. Spike is in no man's land. So many things that have to go right, and it's just not happening. Actually spotted here, there's a Bladestorm still, and he's hopping, skipping, up and around, and the rate finds himself another one. Paranoia sweeps back and away, TP to safety, buying time for the rest of his team to get back in. John is perched up onto the high ground, and Kiko rips his head clean off anyway. Decapitates from that position. It's a 3 versus 4. The gun advantage for Sentinels, but that might not matter at all. As long as Team Liquid start hitting these shots. Hard committed, up onto the site. Team Liquid already one step ahead, trying to play around the Cosmic Divide. TP up and away. Panitek still on walkabout, just running straight into the Amazon Rivers. A Biden moment potentially, but listen, Sen are all over this site. He's grabbed right behind, but a classic cannot get it done. Hoping he can get a few of these tags onto these players.
To Cliff, and the salvos are going to connect.
And here it is, pushing them out wide into the open still. A lot to account for, a lot to contest with. Sentinels leaves it down to second. And with the tap, fades away. Tracking the money, he's lucky enough to do that damage as well. He's found himself, his team, an advantage.
You'd expect Team Liquid to go for some kind of post-plant aggression here. They've been doing it every time they're down players. Does anyone follow the drone? Oh, they're all just playing off-site apart from Kiko. I mean, he has got to be the hero here for Liquid.
Knife tags one. Knife tags one. That was Kiko. Comes up onto the site, immediately dealt with. 3 players left to stand here. Liquid, once more, are going to need a miracle. Util already expended, and this is it. Send a swarm in the site. Full control, up and over it. Bang, sticking onto the defuse now. Dart, it's barely even a warrior to the back of their minds, and the bullets need to rain down and find that connect. Knife out, sliders to jiggles. Be seeing and hearing the drone. Knife sweeping forwards, going to be cancelling that one out, pound for pound.
I didn't quite see, but I got to assume that Team Liquid also have rifles that they can go back to here, right? It was just the start of the round. Have they got? Yeah, here they are. Okay. So there is a hidden arsenal back here that allows them to play with some better weaponry.
So reaching the minute mark. There's tension in the air.
They haven't actually found any information. They don't know what the defensive setup looks like here at all, and Nats is not going to go mid. The drone fully clearing out mid. And they're going into the heavy, strong side of Sentinels again. These are the kind of rounds that have not worked for Liquid.
Flash up and over, dash forwards as well! No way! The race is a menace to society! And he's put a stop straight away to the funny business that was that exec. Though, once more bang. He's been a playmaker, but what a timing to take! And surely that's it for Liquid. Celsius. No hope in hell, he's trying to spray away, but running out of bullets, and Zekken now forced to play the retake with the op. Now listen, done damage with this into the pass, but up close, flash into the peak. Bloody hell, even a reveal on top of it, but Camo still can't quite claim it. It's found, countered up, but the rifle players just can't get it done. They can't remove this guy. Surely this is it. Tapping away, rifle aim on point for Team Liquid. And they've dominated all the appropriate angles. Kiko falls though. Taken out, Heaven still not dealt with. Player up top, Zekken, this is precise. Dashes forward to escape that ire. Camo spamming away, up on top of the ropes. He knows the damage has been done with a shorty, but time ticking, needs to be held. John!
I don't think they have it, Bren!
Oh!
I got panicked there for a moment. This is a fake. They're faking the B split to try to trigger the same reaction out of Team Liquid, and they're going to end A.
Zekken, he's hunting, hoping. Can't quite pounce on the opportunity that was that kill, and Kamek stands his ground, wants to hold it down on top of it. It's a fake dash forwards into the smoke, but supplementary util. Narrate is up in the face of a potential player, and that IGL up through into the smoke as well. This damage needs to be done. Narrate still moving forwards here with Nats crumbling. Kamek off to the side, and the timing's just so damn unfortunate. Sentinels complete control of the site, but Heaven needs to be watchful, and Zekken has got to put his crosshair onto it. Eyes watchful for it. Flash into the face, dodged by Kiko. Need a steady hand in moments like this. 3v4 for Liquid. Pushing forwards. Make it 3v3. Opportunities available for them. Flashes and Util's going to be used to tap onto the plan as well. It's going to be forcing that reaction out, and the kills flying through! Liquid! A lot of damage done here to Zekken, and now turning up the heat. Straight away forwards. The raid! Sky not willing to give up that space still. The trade is intact. Let's just spam straight through. Flash even connecting. Zekken has got a lot to do. 9 HP though. Narrowly avoiding depth. Slight dodge maneuver. Players maintaining control of all of this, and that's been cleaned up. Spotted out through mid. Crosshair placement. It's perfection from Zekken.
He's just played a difficult situation so perfectly. Kamek, he won a 1v4 earlier. If he could get a 1v3 to complete Abyss, his team would be sitting pretty.
Already the net tightening, and Zekken just plays the round.
No salvos, suppression.
Exactly, so no denial of this plan coming through. This is Team Liquid now primed, surely. Hunting and hoping for map 3. Paranoid sweeps, that's a dash through, straight into the back on top of it, but Bang has already been dropped outside into it. The kills might be flooding through. Feed does feel. He's up, a little bit of this teal. Narrate off to the side here. Still, it's a post plan that needs to be played by Liquid. A tap to try and force that reaction. Double faced up. Zekken can't quite land it. Smoke's finally online with a one-way, and swinging wide, not enough in time. Nats, he's the one to do it all in that spot. And Binds now. It's on the cards.
It took everything for Team Liquid.
Kicker flash over the top, Sky flash as well alongside it, but they are walked all the way up. They might just miss the timing here. Team Liquid flash up into the face. Yeah, Paddy, it's not long for this world. Kamek swinging around on a wide. He needs to return that fire camo over the shoulder. Bit of stray bullets and spam as the smokes are just dropped down. Advantage here for Liquid, they found it.
I've got to assume that Paditek there got killed by a player that was full blind. Nats gonna pop the wall. He's playing the weak side of the map almost all the time for them on the defensive bind. He's got this orb up at default as well that makes it pretty difficult to get nice plants.
3 players up through Heaven here. Team Liquid just trying to barge their way back into the side as well, and the fight is going their way. John dropped down to just 11 HP. Bang up and over. Clean shots necessary for Sentinels to stand a chance. They slow it down with the salvos, but everybody's positions accounted for. Team Liquid start off strong here on Bind. They're down now. Forcing his contact plays once more. Look at Nats, he's already there with a setup, as you mentioned. An exchange when it comes to the fuel timings. Just up and down they go. Nade to the floor. Bang. Just get the one kill, but Nats, okay, just can't quite retreat there, but there's a molly at the feet, and John, yeah, very ready for that one. So good util from Sen, flushing out these players.
And a bit of a mistake from Camo as well. Does Kamek try to find a timing here? He has.
Got away in.
He's worked in way further forward than they're going to think.
They flash through. This is a beautiful timing, and yes, Elsis none the wiser. Pull it to the side there. It's weaker weaponry from Team Liquid, but they're doing decent work with it. Nevertheless, here with man out through the back as well. Through the 4 kills. Need to be found. Bang. Trying to maintain control and composure in through the round. And swinging wide. What? The boombot. Here's the dog, and it's a double drone approach in through the B side, looking to try and squeeze these players and see if they can listen. My Team Liquid, they're doing damage, but Raid and Bang, he sidestepped the damage. The bullets while they're at it, out through the back, they weren't expecting that kind of timing. Nats, he's straight in the fray, straight into the fight.
Down B.
Running a mockery over all of them. John QT and Armageddon Expendable way ahead of this one. It's a slow ult at that. Isolates the one, but does he know where Camo is? Does he know where Camo is? The answer is no! It's walking, contacting, called by Sen, but how the hell do you navigate this one? Snakebite drop down as well. It's going to be a nade. They're going to try and get away all the way past this. Showstopper going wide as well. And bullets are flying, exchange, the handshake across the site. 4 versus 4 in through the smokes. Drop down, Shorty in play. Bang. Spraying down with pellets. Camo. Drop down, sent straight back to that spectator seat. It's 3 versus 4. Creeping through onto the flank though. Shoulder to shoulder. It's a pit drop down as well, but this might just give them more ins. Kiko moving forwards, and Zekken, he doesn't anticipate this whatsoever. Yeah, with a pit in their face, there's no instant trade-off. Molly at the feet as well. It's going to be locking these Sen players out and wide. Sliders the gaps, they managed to get past it, but still they need the kills, and they need them now. Straight in sight. It's a 1v2, and it's just stuck all the way. Nothing to play for there for an 08. Deep flash, swing on top of it. Oh, ADS up with a bulldog. Listen, it's not great even on the best of days. Sentinels made out on the better side of that engagement there. Now you're going to see the Seeker trying to pave the way. Kiko very much alone when he's trying to make this play here. But John, do you take that peak timing? Oh my god, oh my goodness! Hit a barrel, just poked through and gave him that perfect timing. Slowed all the way down and it's pulled rotations, and Paddy and Nats, a lot to overcome. It's a TP pivot. They had no control of showers when they made this play here, Sen. There's danger. They could have got caught out, and having to use the drone now to clear out through short. Still,
you can't lose this to Nats. You can't lose this to Nats.
But he is the definition of a ratty player. He defined it, man. Made it popular. No coverage inside. Nats! God damn!
Opportunity to scorch the earth of B.
Sen going to be trying to cut this one up now. It's all about partitioning up the site and winning the fights out, but how the hell? The team like getting away, but still over the strike. Does the job, does it well. Kamek runs it up close into the corner, and Celsius had to be the playmaker. He was that case still. He's brought it to that 2v2, and they're not out. Danger yet.
You just gave Nats a smoke to play around.
Oh dear, 14 seconds. There's no clearance into the site. You can see it. They're fighting demons at this point, and his name is Nats. Creeping round, and my God!
To a Bangkok.
And it's all tempo, it's all pace. Sentinels, my God, Nats! This guy is relentless! They're already dead at this point. The Team Liquid. They don't give him a chance! Book him a flight! He's putting them to bed. Team Liquid, Camo perched, he sees the barrel and it's just broken out as well. Mistakes are piling up at this point. Miracle, nothing short of divine intervention is what's needed and necessary! He's in the walls, man! He's in the walls! Good luck toppling him! The damage!
The re-clear, almost there for Zekken. Nats again with an opportunity.
Camo's here to play spoiler. Oh, the rocket tonight! It's a beautiful drone. Gets the suppression off, but it's a quick reaction! Lining them up. Oh my God, blink of an eye. Zelta's even going down a second, bloodthirsty.
They finally shut down Nats. Popped his pit, got run down. They threw bodies at the problem. Kiko, I beg you don't win this.
I mean, surely, Sen, there's got to be no gaps here. There's got to be no gaps, and the swing comes through off of the sound cues for Josh. Spare here for Sen.
They've left Nats to cover the A site on his own.
Right to the side here, the flash does not connect. As you said, they've left Nats alone. He's practically a one-man army at this point.
Team Liquid still getting really active.
Oh, no way.
Really aggressive. They thought about going for a sand push in the previous round and decided that's exactly what Sentinels were waiting for. But Kiko posted up here is giving them full information. Do they clear this? Because he could get one.
They do. I think it was the smoke that kind of spelled it out there.
Well, now, as soon as there's a player pushed up like that, you expect the rest of B to be free. Nats does his fast TP play.
Great, he just can't win out the duel there, facing too many players. Tango with Plant. To go down here by John. No contestation, but it's a rapid play at that. Look at it, footsteps maneuvering. Team Liquid, they want to get straight back into the fight in the fray in second. Is eager. Saw blood earlier to set the tone of this round at least. Round 12. Okay, Nats should not be favored there. Hopping up. And the playmaker himself, listen, backs to all sorts of these players. Senator's not ready for it right now. Wingman scatters forwards, and look at the squeeze they put on him. Still into the hands on the rate.
They've run this pistol round before, double flash through Nat's wall.
And he's trying to go for this one here, and Zekken caught to the corner, back against the wall. It's a bloodbath. The paint in the A site in it.
Beautiful setup. Sentinels not ready. They looked like they had some kind of idea that there was going to be a short push going on. Well, they couldn't stop the double flash play.
2 versus 4. But John just can't quite whip the ghost around in time. This is Liquid on the verge. Absolutely unreal stuff. Zelsis, time is ticking, son. The hourglass running dry. It is do or die. Death blow of many. Wingman sent in, Salvos to deny this one, but the plan will go off without a hitch anyway. Kiko follows through, star player removed. Team Liquid able to send City home. The rate swinging wide, but he's just one man. And it's all nuts. Leading Team Liquid forwards.
What a beast of a performance, an all-timer. Classic Nats delivering on Bind with the rest of Team Liquid to support. 455 ACS from the Sentinel IGL. He is back. I don't think he's happy having Chishu steal his thunder.
No.
He wanted to show that he can still be the master.
Chichu's probably watching this game like, yeah, that's my GOAT. Go on, son. Have a chance here for Sentinels. We will be saying goodbye to them, but for Team Liquid, it's that second lease of life. They're not out of the danger zone just yet, but with a win like that, they put out a statement.
They certainly do. I think teams are going to be scared of them on Bind. Only other teams that are super strong on that map, I would have been talking about Trace, to be honest, but we've already seen them go home earlier on. Didn't even get to see their Bind. They didn't play the Vice Deathlock at any point.